Hello everyone, welcome to Lit Bricks. My name is Mike, and on today's episode, it's going to be just an overview of what's going on here. New year, new layout. It seems to be a thing these days to tell everybody how much money you spent on this stuff, so we're going to go over that as well. It's a pretty big number, I will say, after finally looking into it. Let's be honest, I don't have any kids. My wife loves building, so we tend to not keep track of how much we actually spent on this stuff until the other day, and then, yeah, it's a lot. So we're going to go over that as well. We'll go over how many light kits I've actually used, because that number is pretty big as well. I'll show you the new layout. It's going to be awesome. And yeah, we'll go over all of this, and I hope you guys have had a great new year so far. It's only been a few days, I know. Last year was okay for me. Can't complain, really. Every year's pretty much okay for me. I really can't complain. I will, though, sometimes. So without further ado, let's get into it. All right, and the first newest thing that has been added have been the shelves for the Star Wars stuff. I am a fan of Star Wars, however, I am not such a big fan that I need every Star Wars set. The ones that I purchased are just sentimental to me based on my favorite movies, although Vader's Castle obviously was never really in a movie. I just thought it was awesome, so I had to have it. And I love these dioramas. They're one of my favorites. They're pretty cool. I love the Mandalorian, so I had to have the Razor's Crest, or Razor Crest, I should say. Mos Eisley had to have the Cantina. Star Wars is very, very expensive if you want to collect it all. So that's where I'm going to leave that, because it doesn't all fit in my city. So I can't really justify spending all that money just to display Star Wars sets. Even though I do love the movies, I just can't do it. Spend enough money on other sets. So that would be the first thing that has been added. All this stuff is still kind of the same. Rug's still on the wall. I did move the Nintendo stuff all to its own spot. I don't know why people seem to love to text me while I am doing videos. Seems to be a theme these days. The bugs I still need to light up. I still love them. They're cool. I have the light kit for them, so I got to do that. Not much of this has changed. The Avatar shelf is looking awesome. These sets are great. Don't miss out on these sets. The colors on them are amazing. I'll light it up in a second here and show you, of course. I can't get over hanging stuff. It's my favorite new hobby. I love hanging things, as you can tell. This is fairly new shelf. Little tribute to my other favorite set of movies, which would be the Indiana Jones movies. So we got Temple of Doom, which I did purchase from overseas because it was expensive and I didn't want to spend that much money on it. I do love this starship. It's awesome. This all came together fairly well as well. It sounded weird. Not much of this has changed. The Christmas stuff is pretty much the same. This is what's kind of changed over here. So now we do actually have all of the old Lone Ranger sets. They are displayed. The gem here is a mock from the series Deadwood. I picked that up from my local Bricks and Minifigs store. I saw it in an ad on Facebook randomly and drove down there and bought it instantly. It's really cool. The inside's detailed. It looks just like the television show. Well, movie as well, I guess. Monkey Kid stuff. I have to have the entrance to all of this be Heavenly Realms, because to me, these are Heavenly Realms. So I can't wait to light that up. I still haven't done it yet. I still haven't lit up any of the stuff in the here either, western area. But the thing is with this, it's a lot of, I'm not sure if this town has power. Yeah, some of them did. So I don't know. We'll see. I might just go with that instead of trying to make everything flicker. Apocalypseburg is still obviously out in the desert. Has to be. We do now have a little medieval area. I did add Rivendell to it because it looked the part. Got a bunch of little castles here. Some goats. That just broke off something. Put it back on. Hilarious. Lion King's castle. This thing is cool too, by the way. And I have the lights for it, I just haven't done them yet. because I've gotten lazy in my old age. There's some more medieval stuff. Hidden side, A-frame cabin. Treehouse is in the same spot. We do now have a Viking village with a big Viking ship. And of course I gotta have the two keep out signs together. You don't want to go in this area because this is where ghosts and thieves live. I did recently move all of Ninjago over here. I wanted this whole big city area to be its own thing, so this is what happened. Ninjago is now over here. Oh yeah, I guess I could do this as well. Alexa, turn on basement lights.
Okay.
That's better. Okay, so that has been moved to over here. Markets, docks, gardens, city, all together. This stayed in its one spot where it was before. These are all corner garage sets. There's 1, 2, and there's 4. There's 2 more over there. That's a hospital made out of 2 corner garage sets. Pub, that is Assembly Square. Bugle, gotta love that. Space Museum, I got that off the Bricklink Mock pop-up shop, which there was a video on. Avengers Tower recently got finished. Still need lights. I don't know why the lights aren't on for these guys. Oh, I see why. My cat. All right, that problem's been solved. My cat ripped one of the cords apart. It's like the 4th one he's done. It seems to be this one spot underneath the table. I don't know why. So I taped it up to the wall, so hopefully it doesn't get it anymore. Either way, back to what we were doing. Harry Potter's University has been moved over to this corner, of course. You can see there is the awesome new Natural History Museum, which I need to buy a light kit for as well. Not much has been moved over here. This is pretty much the same except for the water area, which now is home to the Venetian houses and boats and pirate ships and cool fishing stores. This set over here, I gotta say, it's a friend set, but it's very cool. I shouldn't disparage friend sets. I just don't like the minifigures, honestly. I like regular old minifigures. I don't really care for the giant Friends minifigures. So, what else is new here? Let's see. This over here has been all rearranged now. All the scary stuff. Still need to light it up. Well, some of it's lit. One of my favorite sets, Haunted House. We did recently pick up another set of this Friends set. It's a $160 set. We got it for 75 bucks the other day, and it should have the pieces we need to finish this wall. So that's gonna be finished soon. This is all pretty much the same. This set here is on sale. I can recommend it highly. It's a cool set. The Chinese New Year Festival Parade. This remains unchanged. I do like the way this looks over here a little bit better than it was before. Sanctum is now in the corner. There's a lot of Avengers stuff going on around here. I still haven't completely put in minifigs in places yet. I'm kind of waiting to get the lights for this first, because I'm going to have to pull it out to light it anyway, so I might as well wait, because it's going to be a pain to pull out. This thing here is awesome. That's 2 police stations. Ninjago. Looks cool with the rest of the city. Botanical Gardens, Mock. I believe this is a brick artisan build. 2 Botanical Garden sets, friend sets. This is the awesome observatory from the Bricklink sets that were on sale a couple years ago. Lucky enough to get one of those. This, need to turn on. And I gotta say, I love having the option for the different colored lights and the leaves for this, because you can change it back to green if you want. But the remotes, I'm not a fan. I like all my lights to turn on at once. I don't have to come over here and turn this on by remote, which I have to unless I hardwire it in, and I could do that, but then I couldn't change it back to green, so can't do that with this set, which is fine. I'll live with it. These are all still flickering away. This windmill set's awesome. This is also a Bricklink set. I do love that. And the stuff over here is pretty much all the same as well. Pharaoh's Quest, all of the Pharaoh's Quest sets, because I'm a sucker for Egypt. If you can't tell, I have a bunch of Egyptian tattoos. This stuff has remained unchanged. Pirate Land. Ooh, this is new. Very cool set. Can highly recommend. Looks great on the wall. And I bought this for my wife. Well, I didn't buy that. We bought the Batman set and she built the Taylor Swift album cover because we got sucked into that somehow too. I hadn't listened to any Taylor Swift until this year. Well, a couple weeks ago. And now I love her, so. Great. She's a hell of a songwriter, I gotta say. And I am big into songwriting. Well, not me personally. I don't write songs, but I'm not a fan of just junk music, and I gotta say, hers is pretty good. So, but this is the layout as it sits today, and so let's sit down and look at some light kits and get into what we've spent on this. All right, let's start with light kits. So these are all the light kits that I purchased throughout the 4 years that we've been doing this. Obviously, I started out with Brixmax because that's what I stumbled upon. The first set was the Lunar Lander. I bought the Lunar Lander because we were home for COVID, and then I quickly realized there were lights for it, so I bought a Brixmax kit, and this is what happened. These are all components, separate components that I purchased, lights and wires and things, boards. These are all specific kits that I purchased, and then I stumbled upon Light-My-Bricks, and I preferred the way that they lit stuff. Lighting design for me is everything. I don't want to light stuff just to light stuff. It doesn't need a light on it, then don't put it on it. So I started buying a lot of Light-My-Bricks kits. Hence all of these. These over here are still new. I haven't even done anything with them yet. There's 11 of them here, and I still got to install. There's over 50 of them here. This is a night mode kit. It's special. I love it. It's not out yet. Well, it was for a second. There's about 40 of these kits here. So we got roughly, I don't know, over 100 light kits between the two of them. Well over 100. And I would have to say that, I mean, there's got to be, these are all components too. Separate components that I bought. So there's got to be at least 10 grand in lights here, I would say. At least. 10 to 12 probably. Which, I know, is a lot of money. But hey, it looks cool. So you got to pay to play, I suppose. So these are all the light kits. I do enjoy this pile. It's fun to look at them, but I got to put them back now. And then we'll get into what the actual Lego cost. And let's show you the storage room real quick. This was an awesome rug that my sister had made for us. I would have it out there on the main floor, but the cats started to scratch it, so I got it either hanging on the wall, which is probably what I'll do, or find a better spot for it. These are all unbuilt sets. These are all empty boxes with boxes in them. And there's a lot of them. These are all of our parts, sorted parts. Got a lot of those. So yeah, here's my storage room. Oh, in here, oh, look at this guy. I might be giving that away to somebody. This is actually a Han and carbonite that was pulled from one of the 4 original fiberglass ones made for the original Star Wars movie. So this is actually Han Solo or Harrison Ford in carbonite. It was full size, but we had to cut it down because we put it on a piece of wood and glued it and blah blah blah, but then it fell apart. It's just rubber. It's kind of cool though. Anyway, these are all instruction books. Filing cabinet's full, all labeled. These still need to be put away. These are my old 80s, 90s pieces. So yeah, storage room. Pretty cool. All right, so let's get into the price of the actual Lego sets that we have purchased here. We've tried to put them all into Rebrickable so we can keep track of things, and according to Rebrickable, we have roughly 500-ish sets and about 1,600 minifigures, and it comes in at about $57,000. It sounds about right to me. It's probably closer to 60. I don't know if everything's in the Rebrickable set list or not. So between the lights and the Lego, it's roughly $75,000. I know, it's kind of crazy. And we did actually finish this basement specifically for the Lego. So I'm going to add that in as well, because this was an unfinished basement. We worked out in it. We used it for storage. I mean, I had a ping pong table down here that this is actually part of. And that came in at about $42,000 to finish this basement. So between the Lego, the lights, the basement, we're looking at, I don't know, $110,000, $115,000 to do all of this. Now, I know that's out of the realm of possibility for a lot of folks. I'm not bragging or anything. This just happens to be a thing that people seem to do and other people seem to love watching. So this room is about $110,000 worth of stuff between the Lego, the lights, and the actual basement itself. And it's probably conservative a little bit. I don't know. It is all insured, so that's good. It is a lot of money, I know. And we are privileged. I'm not bragging. Me and my wife, we don't have any children, and we have pretty decent jobs, and we like spending our money on this. So this is what we do. We enjoy building. I enjoy lighting, and this is what's happened. So, if you like this video, give it a like. That'd be great. Subscribe. I'd appreciate it. I'm gonna have a ton more content. Obviously, I have 11 more light kits to do, plus everything else that I need. I still need lights for the Avengers Tower and the Natural History Museum, which I think the Natural History Museum lights just came out like today or something, so I might have to pick those up or order them anyway. I was going to wait for the Avengers Tower to come out as well, so I just get them together, save on shipping. Light My Brick stuff, of course, because I'm going to stick with them. They have the best lighting design and best quality lights, I will say. I've done a lot of stuff. I feel like I know what I'm talking about. So I'm going to stick with Light My Bricks. So if you don't like that, I suppose, sorry. I mean, if you know another company that wants to send me some lights to put on, I'll do it, but I'll probably be real critical. Although I still like Bricksmax stuff, but they don't do lighting design the same way as Light My Bricks. They're far superior. So yeah, that's about it, guys. It's an expensive room. You could buy a house for the price of what we spent down here. Well, not today anymore. Actually, house prices are ridiculous, so you can't really do that anymore. You can get a cool car though, like, that'd be awesome. So, yeah, with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this little tour here. We'll have plenty more stuff to do, and have a great day.